Have you ever had that strange, almost haunting feeling when you start seeing someone's birthday everywhere? It pops up on receipts, clocks, billboards, license plates, or even in random posts online. A part of you wonders, is this just a wild coincidence, or is something deeper trying to get my attention? You might even wonder if it's a sign from the universe. Well, psychology has a name for this experience, and it's a fascinating mix of cognitive bias and emotional significance. But the truth is far more layered than any simple explanation. It all starts with something called the frequency illusion, sometimes known as the Bode-Meinhof phenomenon. This is a mental glitch where your brain starts noticing a specific number, word or symbol that has recently become important to you. Once someone's birthday gains emotional meaning, whether it's because you were close to them, they hurt you, inspired you, or just left a lasting emotional imprint to your mind, sharpens its sensitivity to that specific date. Think of it like this: before, that date was just another number in a sea of information. It blended into the background of your daily life. But now it stands out like a bright, flashing signal. Suddenly, you start believing you're seeing it everywhere. Not because it's appearing more often, but because your brain has flagged it as important. This effect gets even more intense when deep emotional attachment is involved. If the person still matters to you on some level, whether through love, longing, unresolved feelings, or even some unfinished emotional business, your brain goes into overdrive. It amplifies every single cue connected to them. Psychologists say that when we feel deeply connected to someone, our minds naturally scan our environment for reminders of them, even when we aren't consciously trying to. So, seeing their birthday over and over can be a powerful reflection of a bond your mind hasn't fully released yet. Another key piece of this puzzle lies in memory activation. Even if you actively try to forget someone, your subconscious mind is like a vast library, storing emotional memories that can be triggered by seemingly random things. Dates are incredibly powerful anchors for these memories. When you see a meaningful date repeated, it's like pulling a specific book off the shelf. It brings up memories, feelings, or questions you thought you had pushed far, far away. Sometimes it's your mind's gentle or not so gentle nudge to make you process something you haven't fully dealt with. It's an invitation to look at what's still lingering beneath the surface. But there's more to it than just your own thoughts. As human beings, we are natural-born pattern seekers. Our brains are wired to find meaning and create stories out of coincidences, especially when our emotions are running high. When a date that connects to someone significant appears repeatedly, it can feel like a message from the universe, a sign that something is at play beyond your own mind. While psychology would call this heightened awareness mixed with emotional relevance, many people interpret these repeated sightings as synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence. The concept of synchronicity, introduced by psychoanalyst Carl Jung, suggests that events are meaningful coincidences if they occur with no causal relationship, yet seem to be meaningfully related. So, from this perspective, seeing a birthday everywhere isn't just your brain playing tricks on you. It's the universe nudging you to pay attention. It might be a prompt to examine your feelings about that person, reflect on the purpose of your relationship, or consider what lessons you learned from it. While science can't prove synchronicity, it does acknowledge that our emotional intuition profoundly influences how we interpret the signs around us. If the person you're thinking of is someone you miss or someone you once deeply loved, seeing their birthday appear everywhere can stir up a tidal wave of emotions you thought were long gone. Psychology suggests this often happens when an emotional chapter isn't fully closed. Your mind, in its creative and sometimes mysterious way, is trying to find a path toward closure, clarity, or maybe even a necessary confrontation with feelings you've suppressed. It's like your subconscious is trying to help you finish the story so you can finally turn the page. It might reflect that your mind is trying to process the relationship from a new, healthier perspective. In some cases, seeing the birthday can even be a catalyst for positive action. It might motivate you to reach out and offer forgiveness, or to finally grant yourself the peace of letting go completely. The sign itself is neutral. Your reaction to it is what holds the meaning. What truly matters most is what this repeated date evokes inside you. When you see it, what's your first gut reaction? Does it bring a feeling of warmth and nostalgia? Does it spark confusion and a dozen unanswered questions? Or does it leave you with a lingering sense of sadness? Your reaction reveals where you currently stand emotionally, sometimes more clearly than your own conscious thoughts ever could. It's a moment of pure, unfiltered emotional truth. And of course, there's the big question. If you're seeing their birthday everywhere, does it mean they're thinking about you too? There's no scientific way to prove a telepathic connection. However, emotional bonds can and do create shared mental patterns. It's not uncommon for two people who shared a strong past connection to experience similar emotional triggers or think of each other around the same time, especially when significant dates are involved. So, while it's not a guarantee, it's certainly within the realm of possibility that your heightened awareness is mirrored in their own experience. In the end, seeing someone's birthday everywhere is like looking into a mirror. It's a reflection of your subconscious mind, your focused attention, your unresolved emotions. And sometimes your deepest unanswered questions, it's your mind's unique way of nudging you to explore what this person still means to you, whether you're holding on in the process of letting go or caught somewhere in the emotional space in between. It's not something to be afraid of, but rather an opportunity for to show. And if you find these persistent thoughts or patterns are causing you distress, it can be incredibly helpful to speak with a licensed mental health professional who can offer personalized guidance. I hope this helped you understand the meaning behind these uncanny signs. If it did, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more insights into the human mind. And do not forget to share it, because you never know who else out there might be wondering about the very same coincidence. And your share could bring them the clarity they've been searching for. Thanks for watching.